The Taliban have started to work towards changing the face of Afghanistan. And while the group insists they are no longer the brutal force that ruled this place in the 90s, orders were given to cover the once colourful murals that spread messages of hope and peace across the capital, Kabul, with white paint and Islamic slogans. But it will take more than catchy phrases for the Taliban to govern, and they know it. They know they will have to gain the trust of the international community to get the help that once covered 30% of the country's budget and 90% of public sector workers' salaries. But perhaps the biggest challenge will be winning the trust of locals, who at least for now are not convinced of a Taliban 2.0. In front of this bank branch in Kabul, men were forced to crouch to wait for their turn to withdraw 20,000 Afghani, about $200. The cap imposed on withdrawals until the Taliban can access the country's reserves, currently frozen by the US.
It's not exactly the most traditional way of crowd control. These Taliban members, they are screaming, they're beating people with sticks, trying to keep them sitting down while they wait for the line. This is an attempt, of course, by the Taliban to organize the situation. A lot of people here are having real trouble accessing cash, and the way that they're handling things is very difficult to watch.
The tension was palpable, and so was the fear, reminiscent of the repression and the violence of the past. I asked one Taliban commander whether he understood people's fright and how the group planned to address it.
The people of Afghanistan are not afraid of the Taliban because the Taliban have risen from among the people. And they are the children of this Afghanistan. And some people who are afraid have committed a crime.
Qadi Harimullah Sajed also said all have been forgiven for their crimes, which include working with the previous government or the foreign troops stationed here, and promised everyone will have a place in the upcoming government, even women, although not at the top. So why can't they be ministers? Why can't they be as powerful as the man?
I don't know what the exact policy of the emirate is, but I can say for myself that the security situation and the current situation in the country do not allow a woman to work in the high positions of the government now. The situation in the homeland has deteriorated for 20 years, but maybe in the future they will be able to work in high positions.
Just how much the Taliban will have to erase in order to right their Islamic emirate is what many here are concerned with. But now that the unthinkable happened, they will be the ones choosing what Afghanistan will look like in the future. Annalise Borges, Kabul, Afghanistan, for Euronews.